December 19th, Cosmos Space Center, boarding lounge. Ah, you two. Detective Fulbright was granted you permission to investigate. He also said I should bring you some snacks or give you a neck rub too if you'd like. That's all right, but thank you for the offer. Well, time to roll up our sleeves and start investigating. Now, let's see. Where's that diagram again? So this lounge is on the 3rd floor of the main building. And according to Apollo, this is where he believes a third party killed his friend. Well, let's stop the recap and start looking for traces of this third person then. You read my mind, Athena. We'll make that our first priority. There's just one problem, though. This room. It's just so big. Don't worry. We can use this to help us. A Space Center pamphlet? For tourists? Yep. Picked it up at the entrance. The maps inside should come in handy. Let's see. Yep. Here it is. A map of the lounge. This is the door we went through to talk to Detective Fulbright. Oh yeah. That's the door with the fingerprint recognition lock. Well, I guess this map will make things a little easier. Okay. Pitch fitter pamphlet to the core maker. Okay. Diagram of the boarding lounge, you got it. Okay. Yeah, no more excuses. Let's track down the third person. Wait, there's just one more thing. What's that strange creature moving around outside the window? Yeah, I'm glad we talked about it, because I'm curious. Oh, boss. It's just a holographic image. Oh, yeah? I knew that. Whew, that's a relief. There should be a button somewhere in this room to turn the image on and off. That's what it says in the pamphlet, anyway. The only reason you're so eager to start is so you can push that button, isn't it? And what's wrong with that? Let's just look for a button while we're looking for clues, okay? Alright, fine. Let's get investigating. Alright, let's examine this area, shall we? Let's do it. Alright, we just click on anything that has a circle around it. I don't care if it seems important or not. That's some pretty futuristic looking furniture over there. According to the pamphlet, those are no ordinary chairs. They're like amusement park teacup rides. You could power them yourself, it says. If you spin the table, your chair spins too. Why would anyone want to have something like that here? It's for astronauts who have trouble with the device on the ceiling. No vertical spins. It says it's a training device that's easy on the eyes and on the body. Can a person really call themselves an astronaut if they can't handle 0G? That's why they practice, though, Phoenix. That's why they practice. That's the point. At first glance, it looks like a peaceful landscape, but then there's that creature. Ugh. Didn't the Hope probe go to some planet? Maybe this is what its surface looked like. I don't know. I think it would have made the news if they discovered a creature like that. It did make quite a bit of news, though, when the probe came back. Yeah, but the Hope probe didn't even go to a planet. It went to an asteroid. That's a big rock kind of thing. Even aliens can't live there. Yeah, it's a big space rock. If I became an astronaut, would I be funky 0G? Yes. Yes, I would, Berserker. Yes, I would. Instead, I'm just 0 funky G because I'm such a 0. Sad face. A window, and it's right next to the holographic image, too. I bet it's here to help people see the stark contrast between reality and virtual reality. Way off. It says emergency ventilation. You know, to clear smoke from a fire. See? It's pointing out the virtual insanity of reality. Oh my god. This girl. So it looks like there are 3 doors that lead in and out of this room. Well, let's check. Drumroll, please. Ta-da! The Space Center pamphlet. This one goes to the control room, apparently. We're here at this place. That says Boarding Lounge 1. Here are the 3 doors. Let's call them Lefty, Righty, and Downy. Wow. People usually say West, East, South in a case like this, just so you know. Details, details. Anyway, take a look at the west door. Uh-huh. That door with the rocket icon leads to Launchpad 1. I know because it says here on the map, Launchpad 1 corridor. So that's where we were with the detective. It was filled with smoke after the explosion. Right. Next up, the right-hand side of the map, or east in your world. In your world. That's the door with the satellite dish icon to signify communication, aka the control room. Yep, it definitely says control room. Looks like it has another door on the opposite side. They communicate and exchange information with rockets and probes in space from there. So it's the center of the Space Center. The Space Center, if you will. Wow. Does everybody start to talk like Director Cosmos after they've been here a while? Apparently. Jeez, Mr. Wright, don't be such a downy. You know, lefty, righty, and downy. But it seems that they built a new command center on the 6th floor. That's what they used for the Hat 2 mission. So this control room was empty at the time. I've always wanted to see the inside of a mission control room. And since we're here... I'd love to do that too, but it doesn't look like we'll be able to. They want to keep curious kids like you out. So the door is protected with fingerprint recognition. Only the director can go through. With that much security, I'm definitely not the one they're looking to keep out, Athena. So apparently the lock is also hooked up to a backup generator in case of emergencies. Control room door lock added to the courtroom record. I mean, the more evidence we pick up, the more it's like only the director could have really done this. So maybe it's too obvious to say the director did this now. Like, he's such an obvious other person who did it. It's probably not going to be him now. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. Okay, what about that last door? This lower door. Oh, excuse me. I mean, south door? It leads to the elevators. You mean the downy door? That's the elevator door. Got it. This is the door that we came through when we entered this room, right? Yep. And of course, there was no fingerprint recognition device, so it's open to anyone. But the elevators weren't working at the time due to the explosion. Supposedly. Well, that's about it for the 3 musketeers of the boarding lounge. Thanks. Understanding the layout of the lounge should help us understand the case. That's why I thought we better have a good grasp of where all the doors go. Okay, then. We did it. Let's spin the room back this way and finish looking around at anything else over here before we move on. What about this thing up here? No matter how I look at it, all I can think of is torture device. Yeah, that's that thing where you float in there to get used to the gravity thing. But I guess it's a training device for getting used to zero gravity. Yep, they have that shit at like carnivals and fairs and shit too. And like amusement parks. At least they used to. I haven't seen one in a long ass time though. Uh-oh, Athena has an odd glint in her eye. Is she thinking about trying that thing out? I should try to stop her, but I'm afraid she'll just out-muscle me. Hey, Mr. Wright, look at that up there! Oh? I actually didn't even notice that. Some kind of fragment. It's stuck in tight. Oh, so that's what the glint was all about. That color looks familiar. I think it's part of an oxygen tank? I think you're right. But if that's here, it means Clay's tank ruptured after they arrived at the boarding lounge. So Prosecutor Blackwell's theory that Mr. Starbuck dropped Clay down the ladder must be wrong. This proves that both of the astronauts were alive when they reached the boarding lounge. Why is my controller disconnecting? The heck? Controller? Hello? I'm literally in the middle of pressing buttons and you do this? Are the batteries dying on it already? I just put these batteries in. Maybe the batteries are dying. Or the Bluetooth disconnected? Oh my god. I haven't had any issues with the controller until right now. Is it the batteries dying? Maybe the batteries are dying. Hold on. Let me just switch batteries. God damn. If it ain't one delay, it's another, guys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I got some rechargeable batteries that I'm going to start using for this controller. Because I got this Bluetooth thing, so now I don't have to use a cord anymore, which is really nice. But also, I haven't started using the rechargeable batteries yet. Oh, actually, wait. Maybe the battery just got disconnected? Or, hold on. Maybe the Bluetooth thing went down. Hold on, let me just switch batteries and see. Because these batteries shouldn't be dead yet. I just barely started using them. Let me see if new batteries help. And if they don't, then it's the Bluetooth thing disconnected. Huh, maybe the Bluetooth disconnected. Okay, hold on. I don't know why the Bluetooth disconnected. Okay, my controller is definitely connected now. So hopefully we don't have that issue again. I might switch back to those other batteries though. I don't want to use new batteries if I don't have to. Hold on. Hold on. Alright. Controller should be reconnected. Sorry about that. I don't know what the fuck, man. Why I gotta have so many technical difficulties today, man? Stop it. Stop doing this to me. Okay, so this proves that both the astronauts were alive when they reached the lounge. We know. Okay. Oh my god. Please click in the game. Thank you. Jesus. Here we go. So Apollo was right. The scene of the murder wasn't the launch pad. Hee. Way to go, Apollo. We already kind of figured that was correct. But alright, we have that. That wasn't added to the... Wait. They didn't add that to the court record? I guess not. Okay, well, it'll be important for later, I guess, when we're pointing out something in this room. Or something. Or it'll be a small piece of information that gets brought up and we have to be like, yo, there was a piece of thing in the thing. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, I guess, till we're in court. In the meantime, I think the only other thing to investigate is this down here if it'll let me look at it. So this is where they discovered Clay. Yeah, he was already dead when they found him. Let's take a look at the photo. So he was stretched out like this and... Huh? What's that thing that looks like a thermos? That's the thing that Prosecutor Blackwell mentioned when I was in court with Apollo. He said that it contains an asteroid samples. Oh, right. Director Cosmos mentioned something about that too, didn't he? That they were brought back only 5 days ago by the probe that the Hat-1 launched. I wonder what they look like. Do you think they'll let us see? Let's think about that after we've solved the case, okay? Okay. Okay? Okay. Alright, let's look around some mo. We want some mo. We want some mo. This must be like a sensory deprivation tank, I'm assuming? Or a sleep pod simulator? These are apparently oxygen capsules. They're for recovery after a training session. Oh, okay. Oxygen capsule, never mind. I wonder if they can change your voice. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Huh? It didn't do a thing. It's not helium, Athena. It's oxygen. You know, the shit we're supposed to breathe. You idiot. You dummy dumb dumb. Alright, can I look at anything else besides this over here? I guess this is it. Oh, a mirror. How thoughtful of them to put one here. Thoughtful? So the ladies can fix their makeup. One's appearance is just as important in space as it is on Earth, you know. You never know... you never know when you're gonna run into some other life form, after all. I doubt anybody who thinks like that would ever become an astronaut in the first place. Damn, get wrecked, Athena. Also, oh no, DJ's here. Sorry your notifications didn't work, DJ. That sucks. But you're here now, so that's good. Also, we found a hidden remote. Hello, sneaky remote. There's some kind of panel with 2 buttons on it here. Just push it. That's the invariable principle of buttons. There are such things as buttons left unpushed. What's that do? Turns off the hologram? Yeah. Hey, the giant holographic image disappeared. Yeah. Though that side of the wall seems kind of barren without it now. Still, let's see if we can't find anything new with that image off. Oh, something new with the image off? Let me go back to that. Oh. Was there a spider web on the wall before? I don't know. Let me just click it and see here. With the holographic image off, the screen is completely black, which for some reason makes me think of losing an argument to Prosecutor Blackwell in court. Or at least it's got my brain revved up. I come up with the best ideas at times like these. Wow. You got this, Phoenix. It's going to be interesting if Phoenix is the one that goes against Blackwell in court, because he hasn't done that yet, right? This will be his first time. It's only been Apollo and Athena who've gone against him. Anyway, I'm guessing the other thing that popped up was this spider web, which I doubt we could see before. Is it a spider web? Hey, Mr. Wright, take a look at this. It looks like a bullet hole. Oh. It looks like a spider web to me, but it's a bullet hole? What? Great find, Athena. It's pretty big. Whoever fired this shot must have been using a pretty large gun. You think so? Based on my experience, I'd say this was fired from a regular pistol. Well, whatever size it was, somebody fired a gun in here, right? Apparently. This is an important fact. Do you see a bullet around here somewhere? No. The police must have taken it, though. Bullet hole added to the court record. Interesting. There must have been some kind of struggle if there's a bullet hole. Let's ask Detective Fulbright about this bullet hole later. Absolutely. Oh, wait. There was more to that? Hold on. With a holographic image off, the screen is completely black, which for some reason... Why would you say the same thing? Why would you even bother to have me read that twice? That was dumb. Alright, anything else I can interact with here besides the obvious that I'm going to click on here in a second? Which is the door and the fingerprint thing. I guess we could see what this is. Everything else seems to be okay. Yeah, let's see what this thing is. Some kind of harness to simulate floating, I'm guessing. Here's another amazing piece of equipment. Walk on the surface of the moon, it says. Oh boy, I want to try it. Gravity is weak on the moon, so I bet I could do mid-air somersaults. We're still on Earth, remember? Besides, it's connected to the ceiling. Well, at least I could jump really high. There's a sign on the wall that very clearly says, don't jump too high. Then what good is this thing? Didn't I say in the beginning, walk on the surface of the moon? Yeah, it's not for jumping, it's for walking. God. Children, I swear. Danger. What is this? What is this? Hello? There's a shiny down here. Hey, I see something shiny down there. Let's take this cover off and, oh my god, it's the fucking bullet. What's this? It looks like a metal jelly bean. Are you fucking serious? It's really small, but it's a bullet. It's only about 2 or 3 millimeters in diameter. Let's see. That would make the caliber 10? 0.10, whatever, 0.10. Caliber refers to the diameter of the gun's barrel, right? Yes. But I've never heard of a .10 caliber gun before. This bullet must be for a special kind of gun. I bet if you tried firing a bullet this small with a regular sized gun, it would just fall right out. Yeah, it must have been a really small gun. I wonder how the bullet ended up here. I mean, we're in the bottom left of on the south door side. We're in the bottom left on the south door side of this room, according to this map. That's pretty far from where Clay's body was. Maybe the police didn't think to look here. Yeah, leave it to Detective Fulbright to accidentally hand us just the card we need. So we found a bullet and we found a bullet hole. They do not go together because the bullet hole is from a regular sized gun, according to what Phoenix said. And this bullet is very small. Okay. Interesting. Definitely was some kind of gunfight that happened. Don't know what the heck that's about. We'll learn later, I guess. What's this? A trapdoor? It's a trash chute. The cleaning robots throw the garbage out from here. The robots do the cleaning? What a futuristic world we live in. I just hope they don't revolt like they do in science fiction movies. You know, like iRobot that we talked about. No way. All the robots here are very nice. Actually, wasn't there one in the Launchpad 1 corridor? We could go say hi to it if you want. We could. But then that means I have to talk to a robot, which is scary. I think you mean the bottom lefty on the downy side of the map, Athena. Yeah, exactly. She doesn't even get her own terminology right. Come on, girl. If you're going to use your terminology, stick to the script, you know? I agree with this berserker. Alright, here's the door/fingerprint identification, please. So this is the fingerprint recognition device. I guess you could put your hand on this hand mark. Okay. Why guess what you could try? Now to line up my hand with the outline. Don't, Athena. This thing is related to the case. Get your prints all over that, and the next thing you know, you'll be named a suspect. How could you be so cruel to a little girl like me? I'm not buying those tears, Missy. Don't be un bebe. What is this thing over here? I wonder what this big knob is for. It looks like the knob on a stove. Well, it's the same shape, but I think that's where the similarities end. I mean, it's behind a glass pane. What kind of stove would require knob security like this? Well, the knob is straight up and down, so if it was for a stove, the burner would be off. Right. If it was for a stove. Still, I wonder what it's really for. Something turned on by a knob that's not a stove. How about a rocket engine? If you had to start the engine here, the rocket would take off before you could get in. Then I guess all we can say for now is that it's a mystery knob. Yeah, that it is. Maybe we'll get to find out what that's for later. Alright, last but not least, the door. Let's see. This door is... Where's that pamphlet? Oh my god. We know what door it is. Here we are. It's the door to the corridor that leads to Launchpad 1. We went through it earlier when we went to Detective Fulbright. So I guess the security lock must be disengaged now, right? They say the corridor was filled with smoke at the time of the bombing. This thing beside the door, this must be the fingerprint recognition device. Which reminds me, I think Prosecutor Blackwell talked about it at the trial. He did, and he said only 2 people went through there, right? Or 3 people had access to, well, 2 kinds of people. The director and the astronauts had access. The notion of a third party in Launchpad 1 is utterly absurd. Just to enter the area from the lounge, one must pass through a door guarded by a fingerprint recognition system or device, and allow me to state up front that there are precious few with the clearance to do so. Then does this mean that the bombers' prints were verified by the system? But the number of authorized personnel was supposed to be really small. Voila! Fingerprint powder! I brought it just in case something like this came up. I found it at the office. I've been itching for a chance to use it. Wow, way to think ahead. Now, let's dust the fingerprint recognition device and see what we could find. You got it! Now to sprinkle some here and a little over there, and... Let's see what we have here. Oh, we got something. Aw, it's only a single set of prints. Isn't that a good thing? Sure wish we could figure out whose prints those are. Although I doubt we'll be so lucky to get the culprit's prints on the first try. Well, I'm willing to bet that Detective Fulbright has some fingerprint data. Right. And there's the security footage of this door, too. Yes, here it is. It came up in court the other day. I wish we could see the part of the footage just after this bit. Oh, because that would be right before the murder, wouldn't it? Let's ask the detective. With the mood he's in, he'll probably show it to us right away. Yeah, he's in almost too good of a mood today. Let's go see if we can find him again once we're done with this room. I was going to say, aren't we done with this room? I don't got anything else. Wow. The robot did it! Oh my god. Wouldn't that be fucking crazy if the robot actually did it? I mean, like, if this turns into an iRobot murder, that'd be amazing. I'm not going to lie. That would be crazy amazing. I seriously doubt it's going to happen, but that would be amazing. Welcome to the Space Center, guests. Welcome. Yikes. What in the world? My name is Ponko. P-O-N-C-O. Ponko. Are you sightseeing? Are you lost? Are you looking around? Choose one. I will guide you. It's a robot? I am not a robot. I am Ponko. Psychological observation and navigation companion. P-O-N-C-O. Ponko. Well, I'm glad we got that cleared up. Oh, Ponko, I've missed you. Huh? Do you know this thing, Athena? Oh, she, showed us around the last time when I came here with Apollo. Oh, you're such a good girl, Ponko. That's a good girl. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm so happy. So very happy. Wow, a guide robot? That's pretty cool. My name is Phoenix Wright. Nice to meet you. I don't know you. I don't know you. What if this is the fucking witness? That's going to be hilarious, by the way. Huh? Ouch, that hurt. Oh, she has to register people she meets for the first time. Please register him, Ponko. Certainly, commencing guest registration. Please tell me your name. A nickname is fine, too. His name is Phoenix. A bit overly familiar, but I'll allow it. Phoenix, please let me get a good look at your face. Oh, sure. Registering. Facial registration sequence complete. We are now officially friends. Nice to meet you, Phoenix. Friended on Facebook. Friended on Instagram. Followed on Snapchat. Followed on Twitter. Subscribe to your YouTube and Twitch channels. Alright, chill. Yeah, damn. Gonna start stalking me next. At least she's not calling him Nick. I know, right? Yeah, I know. It didn't even occur to me. I kind of forgot about that. That Maya used to call Phoenix Nick. I already forgot about that. It has been a while. Huh. This robot's pretty cute. Uh-huh. You made a friend, boss. Isn't it great? Phoenix, Athena, allow me to guide you. Right this way. Oh, goody. Let's go, boss. Go where? Good question. Go where? Okay. Apparently we're over here now. December 19th, Cosmos Space Center. Space Museum. Okay, we're in the museum. Must be important if it's a screen we go to. Aliens. Nice. Oh, wow. What is this place? Is that rocket real? It's for fakes. Welcome, welcome. The Space Museum is open to the public every day of the year from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Learn about the history of our nation's space development and the Hat 1 project. The rocket is just a replica, but it's the same size as the real one. The Space Museum. Oh, here it is on the map. It's on the other side. Okay, so it's on the exact opposite side of the main building from Launchpad 1. That's probably going to be important. Obviously it will be if they added it to the damn court records. Basically, court record. Ask me anything, I will explain. Hit me like a Reddit AMA. Alright, the Hat 1. This is quite the place. I can't believe we get to see a rocket this close up. This is a replica of the Hat 1 that was launched 7 years ago. It's exactly that, like the real Hat 1, inside and out. Its little brother, the Hat 2, was supposed to launch the other day. I wonder if Ponko knows why the launch was cancelled. Over there is an exhibition about the launch 7 years ago. Check it out, check it out. Spacesuits, photos, newspaper articles. I'd like to come here again on a day off. Hey, what's this a photo of? Okay. More people. More people to add to the suspect list. Them girls on the right. We haven't met them yet. What's up with them? Phoenix, that's the staff of the Hat 1 project. Oh, there's Mr. Starbuck. He looks so young and so different. Ah, and that's... What is it, Athena? Is something wrong? Oh, nothing. I just thought Mr. Starbuck looked really young, too, that's all. So she recognizes somebody here. Well, it was 7 years ago, after all, so the young guy standing next to Mr. Starbuck is Clay Tarrant, the victim. So they were mentor and protege even way back then. And he's even got one of the staff jackets. He looks like just like a regular staff member. No, Clay was still a student then. He just borrowed one of Solomon's old jackets. Ah, okay, that makes sense. Clay would have still been in high school 7 years ago. Everybody looks so happy. This space museum is great. What fantastic exhibits. This area used to be Launchpad 2. That's why the only entrance is on the 3rd floor. Wouldn't it be better if they just made a new ground floor entrance instead? There was talk of it, but they had to scrap their plans because of budget cuts. Budget cuts. Budget cuts. We need more money. Money. Malfunction. Need money to fix. To troubleshoot. To debug. Who would record that kind of information into a guide robot? While it was in space, the Hat 1 launched a probe called Hope. The Hope probe collected some samples from an asteroid and returned 5 days ago. That's what Director Cosmos said, too. He told us it came back the day before Clay was killed. And here it is, the Hope space probe. Huh. I think I've seen that logo somewhere before. Let's see. Oh, yeah. The capsule that the victim was carrying. I think it had the same logo. It did. That it did. I think it can be seen in the photo attached to the autopsy report. Maybe she'll give me some more information if I show it to her. Oh, okay. To explore the rest of the Space Center, please deposit $9.99 to explore the rest of the Space Center. I take cash, credit, Cash App, iPay, or Apple Pay, whatever it's called. Venmo, Zelle. All right, launch pad layout. Before I present anything, let's just talk to her about more of this. You need the premium space subscription? Yeah, exactly. The way the Space Center launch pad is set up is really cool. Would you like me to tell you about it? Would you? The setup of the launch pad? Go gentle on my spiky-haired mind. I want to know! I want to know! Phoenix wants to know too! Great. Now Athena's got a case of ponchoitis. Ponchoitis. Hooray! I will tell you then. The rocket is built right inside the launch pad structure. When the rocket is complete, it's moved along with the launch pad over the rails and brought into position at the launch site. Isn't it cool? Isn't it? We used to have a big budget, so that's how we could build it all. It's very cool. A grand setup that suits an important place like the Space Center. I guess everyone is hoping for a bigger budget next year, myself included. I'm guessing the whole thing is operated from the control room, huh? That it is, but it can also be operated from the new command center, too. Either way, the safety lock in the boarding lounge has to first be disengaged. The safety lock in the boarding lounge. That's what that big oven knob is. I guess before a big move like that can be carried out, there's all kinds of procedures. I would love to see the launch pad being moved. When's the next one scheduled for? Searching data. All future plans have been put on hold. Because of the bombing and the murder, I'll bet. Which is perfectly understandable. Well, when was the last time it was moved? Searching data. I'm sorry, that answer isn't in my answer database. I guess Ponko can only answer certain questions. Okay, fair enough. Time to present some stuff, I guess. The most important thing of all, though, we should start with this. What do you think of this? I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't know anything about that. Oh, okay, no problem. I'm so sorry, I wasn't helpful. I'll try to do better in the future. Please don't hate me. The poor thing. Now I feel bad for asking. It was just my freaking attorney badge, but sure. Alright, you know anything about this knife? No? Okay. Anything that has anything to do with this place, I'm going to ask about, I think. They wanted me to ask about this. Yeah, the autopsy report. I'm going to ask about this. Ponko, do you recognize this capsule here in the top right? Checking. Registered data. I know. It's the Hope capsule. It was carried inside the Hope probe. It contained the asteroid samples, right? Yes, it was designed to store the samples gathered by the Hope probe. It's been stored in the safe in Launchpad 1 ever since it returned to Earth. It must not be removed. It must not be removed. Don't worry, Ponko. The people in charge already know what happened. They do. They do. I must ask them later. So, the capsule was being kept in Launchpad 1, huh? Maybe Clay was trying to carry it to safety after the explosion. The Space Center staff must have been really excited to finally get the capsule back. But it's a pity this incident occurred before they got a chance to check the contents. Well, the police took it as evidence, so they'll have to wait a little longer. Hope capsule. Okay. Well, we certainly learned a lot about the Space Museum. Thank you, Ponko. You explained everything very well. I love to explain. Thank you for listening. Thank you. You two are like old friends. It's hard to believe you just met recently. It's because Ponko's so friendly. Well... Oh, sorry. This is Phoenix talking. Sorry. Well, what should we investigate next? Let's go find Detective Fulbright. We have things to ask him about. Let's see. The security footage and the fingerprint data, was it? Okay, then let's go back to the Launchpad 1 corridor. Bye, Ponko. See you later. Come again, and don't forget to visit the gift shop. Poor Ponko. What a Dickensian life we are all forced to live. Dickensian, wow, what a reference. Alright, well, I guess we're going back to Launchpad Corridor 1 for now, and let's go see if we can find Mr. Fulbright. And this other robot that's here. December 19th, Cosmos Space Center, Launchpad 1 Corridor. What should I do? Which path is the path of justice? He's still contemplating over here. There's Detective Fulbright. He still seems to be lost, even though it's a straight corridor. Let's hope he's still in a cooperative mood as well, then. If he doesn't cooperate, then I'll just have to use my powers on him. Oh my god, controller. No, it did it again. What the fuck, bro? I think it's the Bluetooth is disconnecting, but why? What the heck, man? I guess I'll put it in a different slot and hope for a better luck. It works. Anyway. You mean that lady in distress bit? I didn't have any issues with it the other day. Me and Morrow streamed a whole stream of playing, what were we playing? Oh, we were playing Split Fiction, and I didn't have it disconnect one time on me, so I don't know what the fuck, computer. Stop fucking with me. And it's like the Bluetooth connector thing I bought just sits in a USB slot. It's like I'm messing with it. It's not like it's moving or shifting anywhere, so I don't know what the hell that's about. Anyway, let's talk to this dude about the bullet hole in the fingerprint data, shall we? We found a bullet hole in the wall at the crime scene. You did? Our team found that too. It was Detective Arm who fired the bullet. Oh, but why? But why? Detective Arm? That's right. A warning shot for the defendant. Uh-huh. Was it really such a high threat? Oh, sorry. This is not Fulbright. Was it really such a high threat situation that she needed to do that? I'm afraid I don't know the details. What with Detective Arm gone and all. But I thought there were two people who discovered the crime scene together. We already know Director Cosmos will testify, so tomorrow will be about what he knows. Hey, you're pretty smart. That's exactly what we're planning to serve as the main course. Hope it goes down easy. Okay, so they found the bullet hole, and it was fired by Detective Arm. Okay, regular-sized bullet hole, regular-sized gun for a detective, makes sense. At least it's doing this while you're playing this, than rather than when I'm playing something where I need to dodge and then I die. Yeah, you're right, Tara. I'm glad it's not happening while I'm playing a Souls game or something. I haven't had any issues with this Bluetooth thing yet, so the connection hasn't really been the problem. I don't know. I don't know what's up with the Bluetooth thing disconnecting on me, though. It's very odd. 10 billion%. Alright, Senku. Anyway, fingerprint data. What about it? Detective, we'd like to run a comparison on some prints we found in the boarding lounge. Ah, yes. I just happen to have compiled the print data of everyone related to this case. I can always make another copy for myself, so it's all yours. Consider it a gift. This is quite a bit of data. Well, when I said everyone, I meant it. Prosecutor Blackwell said to dig deep, so that's what I did. It sure took a while, though. Whoa, he got Apollo's prints and my prints. He even got prints for all of the robots. I guess when Blackwell said to dig deep, Fulbright didn't bother to ask how deep. Ah, Clay's fingerprints are here, too. I personally removed his glove during the investigation. We had to get his fingerprints to confirm his identity, after all. Yeah, we got that. I still can't believe he took off his glove to get his fingerprints. Yeah, well, you can't blame me for thinking they're important in this case. There are lots of doors that require fingerprint verification in the lounge. So depending on whose prints we find, it can completely change the tide for both sides. Makes sense. After all, the culprit's prints did get them past the fingerprint lock somehow. Oh, and take this picture. It might come in handy. What? Isn't this just a photo of Launchpad 1 door? Yep, but Prosecutor Blackwell seemed really interested in it for some reason. Huh? What's so important about this door? Beats me, but boy, could you see the gears in his head go into hyperdrive at it. Sounds like this is going to be a major point of contention tomorrow. Okay. I wonder if it actually matches the door. Or it's another door just looks similar. Anyway. Hey, don't forget about the print comparison, boss. Right. Detective Fulbright, do you think you could run a test for us right now? You just leave it to me. In justice we trust. Okay. Okay, here we go. Well, it looks like it was Mr. Starbuck who opened that security door. He must have opened it when they went to go to board the rocket. His heart must have been full of hopes and dreams for his space adventure right then. Alright, so the fingerprints were Mr. Starbuck, which, you know, that's about the most vanilla answer it could have been. Although it will mean something later, I'm sure. Okay. Do I have to present this dude some stuff or what? I wonder. Do we present him this? Oh, let's ask him about the bullet. Yeah. Something for the lost and found. I'll be sure to take care of it. No. This is an important piece of evidence. Oh, okay. This? All right. We already talked about the bullet hole. I'm just gonna go through everything. Just gonna go through all of it. Detective, about the security footage that was taken by the boarding lounge 1 camera. Oh, that footage? Go ahead and ask me anything you'd like about it. Is there any way I could see a little more of the part just after this? Also, you gotta go, Berserker. Alright, man. You have a good day. I'll try to enjoy the case since, you know, it's one of your favorites. Trying to conceal evidence is a crime, Fulbright. Yeah, evidence for the garbage? Anyway. Is everyone assuming what's up? Easy as pie. I'd be glad to show you. Here we go. Wait, really? Okay. The fucking cameras got cut. The fucking cameras got cut. Huh? The screen went blank. Yes, apparently the after effects of the explosion damaged the wires. That's bullshit. That's absolute bullshit. So there's no footage after this point. Ha ha ha! Why didn't you just say so from the beginning? Security footage camera that's updated. So the video ends immediately after the scene. Okay. That's gonna matter. Somebody cut that bitch. Something definitely seems to be up with you, Detective. You're unusually cooperative. Well, I just figure if we work together, we'll get that much closer to justice, right? But it seems like something's really been bothering you. You don't have some ulterior motive, do you? What? I don't know what you're talking about. I would never do anything like that. Uh-oh. His heart. What? What? What is this? Cyclops? Bro! Bro! I haven't seen these in years! What the fuck? Cyclops? We don't have any mediums with us, though. Do we still have the Magatama or whatever? That's crazy. I like the music coming back, too. It's like a remix of the old song, but it's the song, bro. It's the song. Bro, I was not expecting Cyclops. That caught me off guard. I was expecting, you know, the reading of his emotions, or, you know, the Apollo wrist thing, but the Cyclops thing, man. All right. It's been a while, but those are definitely Cyclops. Okay. Huh? Did you just mouth psyched? Is there something I should be psyched about? No, Cyclops. It's a system of locks on the secrets in a person's heart. I can see when people are trying to hide those secrets by using the power of this Magatama that apparently I just still carry around with me. I just didn't tell anybody. I carry around this number 9 with me. It looks like a number 9. A little fat, chunky number 9, but it's a Magatama. We know. I'm glad they brought it back, though. That's cool. Presenting evidence can break those locks. Okay. And reveal any secrets they're hiding. Okay. Mr. Wright, how much did they bilk you out for that piece of rock? If you've been swindled, I know some lawyers I can introduce you to. I mean, I am one of those lawyers, but okay. I'm more than capable of representing myself, thank you very much. It isn't some kind of fraud. It really works. A friend gave it to me a long time ago. But I guess seeing is believing. Allow me to show you. Let's see what presenting the Magatama will reveal, shall we? Hell yeah, brother. Let's get to it then.
Take that!
Take that! I'm actually excited about this. We haven't done this in so long. Let's see how well we do, huh? Why you're being cooperative. I think you're hiding something, Detective. So why don't you just tell us all? Why don't you just tell us about it, huh? What to do? Which path is the path of justice? Detective Fulbright is really in agony. I bet this is the issue he's so torn up over. I mean, he's always torn up over justice. Always. I really understand what's been bothering you, Detective. I truly do. Something happened that goes against your principles, isn't that right? No, I don't know what you're talking about. Until the explosions occurred, everything was just fine. Is that a fact? Yup, peaceful as peaceful can be. Everyone whistling a happy tune as they did their job. You never saw a more relaxed guard detail for a routine rocket launch. I don't think the guard detail was as relaxed as you claim as long as this exists. The bullet hole? I'm going with the bullet hole, because why would people be firing guns if people are relaxed? I mean, if it's not the bullet hole, what else would make people seem unrelaxed, right?
Take that!
There must be something wrong with my sunglasses today. You aren't presenting that to me as evidence, are you? Is he making fun of me? It's just as I said. Until the explosions occurred, everything was just fine. Okay, so that was the wrong thing. Okay, let me think. I don't think the guard detail was as relaxed as you claim as long as this exists. Okay, as long as this exists. I mean, what are we even talking about? The explosion itself?
Take that!
No. At least it's not, like, making me lose. I could just guess anything at this point. But, like, do I have what I need then? What else would he even be talking about? I don't think the guard teal is actually good as long as this exists.
Take that!
Oh, okay. The orders that happened, I see. Before the explosions, what was supposed to happen here was a rocket launch. And yet, security was so tight they even brought in a special task force. I'd hardly describe that as a relaxed guard detail. Huh! Okay. I didn't really read into that as much as I should have. I should have reread that more close detail. Now hold on just a moment. The entire nation had their eyes on this extremely important rocket launch. That's why I was called in on a special security detail. As versatile as you are, I can certainly believe that that's true. But I say it's very strange that this person would be a part of the detail from the outset. This person would be a part of that detail from the outset? I mean, the only other person who's part of the quote-unquote detail would have been her. She's the only other... Yeah, she was on detail at the Space Center. She specialized in bomb cases. I'm assuming it must be her. She's the only other cop on the list, right? There's no other cops. Detective Arm specialized in bomb cases. The fact that she was here on hand means that you people knew there was a possibility that a bombing would occur. You got me, Mr. Right? I did get you, bitch. Okay, so I wasn't even on that track of that line of thinking. But okay. That's something I should have looked at a little closer. I should have looked at this more. So let me read this again. Police officers and riot police gave evacuation immediately. There's a power outage. Security system. I guess the fact that there was police officers and riot police here. I guess that's all there was. I didn't really read into that. It's like, so why was there so much security here if it was relaxed, right? Alright, let's talk about it then, huh? What was fishy about the whole thing? Tell me. Alright, I concede. You win. It's just as you say. A few days before the launch, they were warned about a potential bombing.
But the plan to launch went ahead in spite of the threat.
But why? What were they planning to do if someone got hurt or killed?
Yeah, I know. The decision to move forward wasn't exactly just, was it?
How was the warning delivered?
By phone and directly to Director Cosmos. But the police department instructed everybody to keep it under wraps.
That's a big thing to keep quiet about. No wonder you were so upset.
But it's not only that. I've been distraught about Prosecutor Blackwell as well.
Prosecutor Blackwell? Well, as his handler, I'm sure you have a lot of difficulties.
That's not it. It's a question of justice. I've been wondering about why he's allowed to stand in court.
Wow. Now you wonder? He's a fucking criminal and you make him a lawyer and now you're asking? Clearly there's some bullshit going on. Obviously. The reason he's still prosecuting? Detective Fulbright, please tell us everything you know. Yeah, what the fuck? Maybe he's related to some higher up police, chief or some shit, you know? Maybe.
Well, talking to you folks about it would definitely be breaking the rules.
Never mind that. What are rules but things to be broken, right?
Well, to tell you the truth, having a prisoner act as a prosecutor is highly irregular.
Yeah, no fucking shit. I think we guessed that much.
So why is it being allowed? I've been wondering about it.
Thank God they have somebody question this, because I've been questioning it since it started. I mean, like, why is he even allowed? So you weren't told why either, huh?
No. I guess the order came from pretty high up the ladder.
Yeah, it would have to. It had to have.
But Prosecutor Blackwell told me once. The hunt I've been on for the Phantom of 7 years past continues even still.
The hunt I've been on for the Phantom of 7 years past. That's probably going to come to a head in the final case of this game, I would imagine. 7 years past? A phantom, huh? And not one of the friendly variety either, I gather. Haunted for 7 years. This Phantom of 7 years past, any idea who or what he was talking about?
Not a clue. But he seems to think that this phantom is behind this whole incident somehow.
Wait a minute. He thinks they may be connected to this case?
Yup. This case has way too many similarities to what happened 7 years ago. For starters, that case happened right here at this very space center too,
and that's why Athena knows this place. She was here for that.
And in both incidents, a threat was issued via telephone.
So that's why Prosecutor Blackwell thinks this incident is the work of the Phantom.
Well, that's not the entire reason. I mean, if you want to talk about 7 years ago, that's when Prosecutor Blackwell was found guilty of murder.
Oh my God. Are we going to end up helping Prosecutor Blackwell, like, clear his name? Is that what we're going to end up doing in this game?
That messy case is what started the whole dark age of the law. So you see how this Phantom and Prosecutor Blackwell's conviction might be related.
Yeah, I can see why he'd think that. This incident and the Phantom, not to mention Blackwell's past. It's almost inconceivable that they would come to a head here. This might sound crazy, but Prosecutor Blackwell can't possibly Mr. Starbuck as this Phantom person, right? I mean, he was acting kind of strange during the last trial and all.
The prosecution appears to be ready as well.
Silence. Like he broke his shit immediately.
Not yet. I'm not quite ready yet.
Ah. Yeah.
Oh! No, I doubt he thinks Mr. Starbuck is his Phantom. But I do get the feeling that he thinks the defendant has ties to them. Which is why he's acting so impatient. He's got a personal grudge against Mr. Starbuck. And that's not real justice. I've always trusted in Prosecutor Blackwell's judgment until now. But this time, I'm just so overwrought about it all. If he's lost his ability to think rationally, I'm afraid it might lead to a false conviction. I've never seen Detective Fulbright so tormented. This must be why he's been so cooperative. Don't worry, that's exactly what we defense lawyers are working to prevent. I feel bad for Prosecutor Blackwell, but I'm going to be rooting for your team this time. But don't tell him that. You have to promise me you won't. This is exactly like Detective Gumshoe's arc in the earlier games too, where he's on Edgeworth's side, but then he helps us out a lot, and he's like our homie, but then he's also like, you know, Edgeworth. But anyway, Detective Fulbright, I guess I was wrong about you. I swore to reform Prosecutor Blackwell and make him a valued member of society again. So I can't just sit by and watch him give in to his emotions and tear the defendant apart. You are the only ones who can stop him in court.
You really care about what's best for Prosecutor Blackwell, don't you, Detective?
Leave the courtroom to us. It's not like we want a guilty verdict either. I was hoping you would say that. I'm really grateful to the two of you. To show my thanks, I'll give you another bit of information. It's about the eyewitness. I saw her hanging around the Space Center entrance a little while ago.
Really? Then let's go find her, Mr. Wright.
Thanks, you two. I feel a lot better now that I've been able to get that off my chest. I'm going to work extra hard to find that perfect piece of evidence for you. In justice we trust, on 3. 1, 2, 3. In justice we trust. Okay, later. Alright, I've been wondering who this witness is going to be, man.
There he goes.
Wait, were we supposed to say in justice we trust back there too?
Let's go see that witness now.
Alright, the Space Center entrance it is. Alright. He said she, right? Or did he say she?
Anyway, I'm expecting this to be a she, and I'm expecting it to be one of those two people I saw in that photo with the rest of them in that one photo in the museum area. I'm thinking it's going to be one of those two girls. I don't know which one, but it's going to be one of them. Anyway, December 19th, Cosmos Space Center entrance. The witness must be around here somewhere. No! Don't you dare tell me it's a goddamn robot. I don't want it to be a robot, but it might be a damn robot. Hello? Hello? Uh-oh. Don't tell me the witness is a fucking robot. Hello? Come over here. Hello? Hello? Are you sightseeing? Are you lost? Are you... I'm Clonko. Shall I guide you? Guide you? I don't know why, but this robot is kind of freaking me out, man. Hey, you're not supposed to be wandering around. Here we go. There we go. It is the BZ from the photo. I knew it! Alright. I guess I'm just going to give her a sassy girl voice. You know, she's like, again? Huh, I've had it with you, hunk of junk. I'm outside. Am I wandering? When did that happen? Okay, welcome back, hunk of junk. You don't know how close you came. If you didn't snap out of it, I was going to put you on the curb on trash day. Nothing works better than a 42.5-degree karate chop. That's pretty specific. Excuse me, but are you the one who witnessed the murder? Oh, and I'm Phoenix Wright, the lead attorney for this case. How do you do? Huh. Big shot lawyers, huh? I'm Aura Blackwell. Well, doesn't that just change everything? Aura Blackwell, huh? Sister? Sister, I'm guessing. Most likely. Alright, anyway, let's continue. I'm a researcher developing robots here at the Cosmos Space Center. Blackwell? Could she be? And this good-for-nothing robot is named Hunk of Junk. My name isn't Hunk of Junk. My name is Clonko. That's mean, Miss Aura. Quit complaining. Your model number is Ponko 2. Gah, but Miss Aura, everyone calls me Clonko. Quit your squawking already. No, what are you doing? No, don't. You're You're messing with my brain. There. I bet you won't be talking back now. Gah, I will obey completely.
Yikes. I better watch what wires I cross with this one. Okay. Frickin' Blackwell, huh? That changes everything. Your last name, please. Your last name is Blackwell. Do you have a relative in the legal profession?
You are correct. Simon Blackwell, who used to be a prosecutor, is... Shut up! Only speak when I order you to speak, bitch. Simon's my little brother. You know him?
Simon's her little brother. Okay.
Yes, we met him in court a few times, right, Athena?
Oh, she knows this bitch. She knows.
What a dull creature. Has her switch been turned off?
Athena being shy? This is new.
Oh, yeah. I heard he was prosecuting again, despite being a prisoner. Why doesn't he just stick to solving disputes among inmates in prison, right? Hey, what do you think, hunk of junk? Yeah, Miss Aura, that hurts. I'm asking you a question. Why don't you answer me, you useless hunk of junk? But, Miss Aura, you told me to only speak when you order me to speak. I told you to never talk back to me. You're worth more as scrap.
Robot abuse, hawk attacks, Blackwell family life must sure be interesting. Abusive, clearly.
I mean, you can't really say they look nothing alike, Omega. I mean, what are they supposed to look like? They look like a girl and an anime dude. They both have black hair. I mean, Blackwell has like a white stripe in his hair, but that doesn't mean anything. It's just a hairstyle. Can't really say they don't look alike at all. Well, do you have any other questions? Wait, of course you do. You're a lawyer. It's not like I'm on Simon's side or anything. I just want to get this over with. Okay. Tell me about it, the witness. So, you're the person who witnessed the incident? That's right. I was on the 4th floor of the main building. In the robotics lab. Okay. The explosion disabled the elevators, so I lowered my emergency ladder like the detective leading the evacuation told me to. But it was such a pain. Why couldn't they have used the ladders in the other rooms?
Must have been a very troubling experience. Probably best to just humor her here.
Then as I passed by the 3rd floor boarding lounge window on my way down, I saw the crime as it happened. And that's about it.
So you saw the crime as it happened, and that's about it. I see.
Wait, what? You saw it being committed? This is no time to just nod and repeat.
So you saw into the 3rd floor lounge?
What window? That small little fucking rectangular window right there? Like, what window? Yeah, I'm actually quite curious to see what happens when she comes in as a witness and how Blackwell handles it as well. Simon, specifically. But yeah. Anyway, the very scene of the crime? That's right. There's a small window on the right-hand side of the room. I looked through that from the outside. The room was pitch black, but I saw a shady figure holding a lighter in their left hand. And a knife in their right. That must have been the culprit. Did you see who that person was? Of course not. The power was out on that floor then, and there was only that tiny window. I see, but you did witness the moment of the murder? Yeah. I saw the figure with the lighter raise their knife, and it happened at precisely 10 a.m. Did you witness anything else? Did the killer have any distinguishing features? I already told you. It was pitch black in there. Although, I did notice that the lighter the person had in their left hand had a pretty ornament on it. It looked like a planet. It was blue, like a little Earth emblem. Lighter? Questionable. They had good taste in knickknacks anyway.
An Earth emblem on the lighter? I better remember that. Earth emblem, huh?
So when they say Earth emblem, do they mean like the little emblem that's on like the container there? Is that considered an Earth emblem? Like the little NASA symbol or whatever it's called? GAXA symbol? Thank you for your statement. We'll definitely prove Mr. Starbuck's innocence with it. Yeah, right. I will hold my breath. Pardon me? Oh, did I hurt your feelings? Sorry. I just detest lawyers, that's all.
What don't you like about lawyers?
It's just an instinctive dislike. But don't feel bad. I hate prosecutors even more.
That didn't make me feel any better, actually. Why do you hate lawyers? That's a good question. Why you hate lawyers so much, huh?
Little thing from my past. The whole legal system is meaningless in the first place.
I certainly don't agree.
I mean, people are imperfect. They lie. They're influenced by silly emotions. You can't expect such imperfect creatures to uphold a reasonable system of law. I like robots much better, even sad sacks like this one. Hey you, look alive there!
Jesus Christ. Girl, you crazy.
Yes, here I go! I am the ultimate robot with amazing, I can operate in vacuum extreme robots of the world. Alright, that's enough out of you. You're getting a little too carried away. Huh? What was I doing? Yep. I like robots much better. At least you can make them any way you want them. Unlike humans with their petty emotions and constant worries. How can you say such things? Feeling emotions, worrying about the things we care about? That's what makes us human. Well, the girl finally talks, and she starts with a speech. That's what makes us human? You mean getting angry and snorting like that? Please. Rational thought. That's what separates humans from animals. Unfortunately, your reasoning capabilities are more akin to that of a clever little monkey. But that's nothing to be ashamed of. It must be nice to have such a simple mind. Can I punch her, boss?
Get a hold of yourself, Athena. Just calm your tits now.
Humans certainly are absurd. I said you were clever, didn't I? Poor thing. Tell me, with people like you in charge, how can I possibly trust the legal system, huh?
So she distrusts not only lawyers and prosecutors, but the whole legal system. What in the world happened to this woman to make her so bitter?
Even if somebody important to me was killed, I would never wish to see their killer brought to trial, because I'd much rather kill them myself.
Wow.
You can't be serious. Huh? That thing you're wearing around your neck. Oh, this is,
around Athena's neck? Does she mean widget?
Oh, I get it. Well. Her Royal Highness has returned at last to our castle. Wait, what?
Quick check. Hold on 1 second. Do we have that photo here? We didn't keep the photo, did we? Shit, I wish we kept that photo. I wanted to look at that photo again that had all the people in it. I wanted to look at the girl on the far right, because obviously this girl, I remember seeing her in there. But there's another girl there on the far right. I don't think that was Athena, though, which she would have been way too young. Her royal what? Is she talking about Athena?
By the way, I heard the rumors. Our director is going to be the star witness in court tomorrow, right?
Director Cosmos? Yes, that's right.
You poor things. You'd better be careful. That old man is a big liar and a huge braggart.
What?
He might seem like a bigwig, but the center has all kinds of problems. He has a lot of skeletons in his closet. But it's your problem, so why should I care?
Wait, what? That's it? No friendly tips? No good luck, guys? Just splendid.
I'll leave you to your woes. Come on, hunk of junk.
Huh. Lots of interestingness going on for sure. It's sad to me that she doesn't believe in our legal system anymore. She must have had a very bad experience to make her feel that way. Are you alright, Athena? You seem very down.
I just can't believe she said all those things.
Wow, she's really upset. Has she been trying to not let it show all this time? Well, I guess it's not all that surprising. You hear about fabricated evidence and false indictments on the news all the time.
You mean the whole Dark Age of the Law nonsense? Oh, sorry, wrong voice, but anyway. I'm so sick of hearing about that.
Well, all we can do is believe what we're doing.
Yeah, you're right, boss. I agree. Maybe it's time we went back to see Mr. Starbuck. Good idea. We should tell him about the bullet and Ms. Blackwell's statement.
Alright then, next stop, the detention center. Alright, well, oh. I guess we could talk to Athena some more. What do you want to do? I wonder who this phantom prosecutor Blackwell saw 7 years ago is. You don't think he's really after a ghost? A ghost, do you? Huh? Maybe it was the culprit's accomplice? Athena? I give up. She's deep in thought about something. Any ideas? Detective Fulbright's strong sense of justice really surprised me. And he's even truly concerned about Prosecutor Blackwell, too. I bet it annoys the dickens out of Prosecutor Blackwell, though. I thought he was just parroting the words, "In justice we trust," but he really means it. I guess I should be careful to really mean it when I say objection, too. I mean, you sometimes say it for no reason? Yeah, actually. She does. Haven't you noticed? She says objection all the time. Alright, anyway. Let's go ahead and go to the detention center and talk to the homie. We might be getting close to the end of this investigation phase. We might be getting close to the end of this phase. We'll see. December 19th, the detention center visitor's room. My lawyers are here, bro. Must be bad news. Hey, not necessarily. We found a new witness. A researcher saw the moment of the murder through the lounge window during her escape. Really, bro? So they're gonna let me go? Unfortunately, it was dark and she couldn't identify the person. I should have known, bro. My stars never align just right, too. But we got a lead, too, Mr. Starbuck. The murder had a lighter with an Earth emblem on it. A lighter with an Earth emblem? The fuck? Oh! Did you remember something? Yup, I sure did. Just a little bit, though. Anything at all would be a help, so please tell us what you remembered. Absolutely. Tell us what you remember, homie. I thought I was unconscious the whole time. But now I remember. I woke up for a few brief moments, bro. That's huge. Do you remember seeing anything? A lighter. I saw the flame of a lighter floating in the darkness. Good, good. What else did you see? What was nearby? It was definitely the boarding lounge, so it must have been after Clay carried me there. In the light from the flame, I saw a dark shadow flickering. A dark shadow. That must have been the third party we've been looking for. Most likely. Thank you, Mr. Starbuck. You've been more help than you know. If we can prove there was this third person at the scene, and that they're the real killer, then you'll be cleared of all suspicion. The key will be whether or not we can identify this third person in court tomorrow. At least we have something to go on now, and that's a big plus. I should probably tidy the evidence up a bit before someone mistakes me for a hoarder. Irrelevant evidence, tidied up. What did we get rid of? Not a whole lot. What did we actually get rid of? I'm actually not sure what we got rid of. I know we got rid of at least one thing, but I'm not sure what that thing was. Oh, the police thing. That's gone. Is that the only thing we got rid of? No, we got rid of two things, because this was on the second page. We got rid of the police thingy, and we got rid of... I'm not sure what the other thing is we got rid of, but we got rid of one other thing. Anyway, now that we have a glimmer of hope, I'm certainly starving. Why don't we go back to the office and treat ourselves to a big celebration in advance? For someone who's highly empathetic, you can be unsurprisingly unsympathetic. True that. Oh, we are going back to the office. Okay. One last discussion, maybe, before we go? December 19th, Write Anything Agency. So you found your strategy for tomorrow's trial, huh? Good for you, Daddy. Well, it's one step forward anyway. Hopefully it'll give us a fighting chance in court. As long as we can find out who this third person is. Now let's get something to eat. I'm starving. My vote is for Eldon's Noodles. Oh, Apollo! Oh my god, Apollo. He's back, y'all. Okay, so we now know what this cape is.
This is the cape of the like the space. You know, the people who work at the space place. That's what this cape is from. So the cape was confusing me before because I didn't know what it's from, but now we know what the cape is from. What are you doing here? I didn't think the clinic was ready to release you yet. My wounds are fine, and I'm done lying around.
Apollo, you're supposed to be in bed. Leave the case to us. We'll take it from here.
Thanks, but that's not an option. Not for me.
Apollo.
Okay. What about the injuries, though, homie?
You shouldn't underestimate your injuries, Apollo. And I don't want you overdoing it.
I'm fine. I'm not in pain anymore. Besides, they just gave me an IV at the clinic.
An IV isn't a cure-all, mummy man.
Anyway, just tell me how the case is going. Have you guys made any progress?
A suspicious figure was spotted at the scene. We think they must be the real killer.
A suspicious figure, huh? Right.
I thought you'd be happier than that.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm happy. And I fully intend to see Clay's murderer apprehended. Absolutely nothing will get in the way of that.
Okay. Clay Terran.
Clay was your best friend, right, Apollo?
That's right. Best friend since junior high.
Sounds like me and Junie. So that was Clay. So what was Clay like?
Well, he was full of compassion and energy, and he had a really loud voice.
If the two of you did voice training together now, I bet you'd break a few windows.
Ha ha ha. You know, I bet you're right. It seems like only yesterday, Clay was a guy who lived for his dreams. We used to talk about it a lot. He was going to be an astronaut, and me a lawyer. We talked well into the night, and even then, we never grew tired of it.
Apollo, about that jacket.
Yup.
Down, 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 down.
Oh, it's Clay's.
I knew it.
It's a special jacket that was only issued to members of the Hat Project. He was finally able to get one of his own once he was selected for the Hat 2 mission. He always looks so proud wearing it. But just when his dream was finally coming true, I still can't believe it. Damn it! It's not fair!
Oh, shit. Apollo getting angry now, boy. Apollo? Hope you don't try to carry the burden all alone, man.
I guess we were both unlucky. My own debut was a disaster.
I guess you're right on some level. That trial a year and a half ago wasn't exactly the smoothest of starts.
That was a rough time for me, but Clay refused to let me quit. You're fine, he'd say. Don't give up. It was right during his screening exams, too. I couldn't have become a full-fledged lawyer without him. That "you're fine" of his is why I'm still standing here today.
You're fine, huh? You're fine, boy. You fine. I'm fine. You fine. I'm fine. You're fine and I'm fine were like your catchphrases, weren't they?
Haha, something like that. Sure brings back memories. When we were in junior high, Clay's mom passed away in an accident. But he wouldn't show his sadness to anyone. One night, I found him crying all alone in the school courtyard.
Mommy! Mom! Get away, Apollo! Don't come over here!
Clay, listen to me. I don't have a mother, either.
This is Apollo when he was a kid.
Huh?
I always think everybody else has a mom. Why am I the only one? But you know, when I start to feel that way, I yell at the top of my lungs. I holler, "I'm fine," and then, you know what? I start to feel like maybe I really will be fine. Apollo Justice is fine. Okay, Clay, now it's your turn.
Okay. Clay Terran is fine.
There you go. Now we're both fine. Ha ha ha.
We're fine. We're fine.
What are you laughing about? Ha ha ha. See? We're fine.
You laughed first. I'm fine. You're fine. We're both fine.
I mean, it's kind of sad. It really is.
Thanks, Apollo.
When you say it out loud, it really starts to feel real. And as long as you don't give up, you can keep on fighting. That's what we believed.
As long as you don't give up. Wasn't there somebody else who said something similar? As long as you don't give up. If I give in to my fear, I'll never find the truth, bro. As long as I don't give up, I can keep up the fight, bro. Clay called Mr. Starbuck his mentor and looked up to him. I wonder if I can be a good role model for my staff like Mr. Starbuck.
Sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'll be taking a leave of absence.
What? Wait, what do you mean by a leave?
You're really serious. Can you at least give me a reason why?
When I put Clay's jacket on, I swore to him that I would catch his killer myself.
But that's our goal too.
I agree with Athena. We should work together to find the truth.
The truth, huh? That's a noble cause. But what if the truth you seek and the truth I seek turn out to be different?
I'm not sure I follow. What are you saying, Apollo?
Follow Apollo. I'm going to catch the person responsible for taking my friend's life in my own way. Take good care of Mr. Starbuck for me. Now, I must be going. Goodbye.
The fuck? What do you mean? Are we implying that... Oh, whatever. This is going to be one clusterfuck of a case overall, isn't it?
Goodbye? Did he just say goodbye? I sensed a lot of seething anger and hatred coming from him. And also, suspicion. Ah, he's not walking out on us like this. I'm going to talk some sense to him.
Hold on, Athena. Apollo can believe what he wants, but I believe he's wrong. Even if we take different paths, the truth we arrive at should be the same. I think the quicker we solve this case, the better it'll be for Apollo.
Yeah, you're right, boss.
Alright, that's enough for one day. Make sure you're ready for tomorrow's trial, okay?
Okay. I'll make sure I'm ready.
If he were here right now, Apollo would say, I'm fine. Everything is fine.
I just hope things really do turn out fine tomorrow. Oh boy. There it is. To be continued. Alright, guys. Our investigation of this case. At least day 1 of it. I don't know if there's going to be a day 2 of it. This is already technically going to be day 2 of this trial, so... Right? Yeah, it's going to count as day 2 of this trial. So it's going to be interesting to see where this goes. Do we have enough to finish this case already? Or is this going to have to go to a day 3? We shall find out very soon.